I think you speak to a fruitful point in the practice where you are able to identify the fact that you're even being triggered, which might sound basic, but without practice, you just operate in that moment, or we just operate in that moment completely on autopilot, and we just react. It's just like the intelligence of the body just takes over and sets the wheels in motion before we can even say, whoa, 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 wait a minute. A line that my teacher often says that I've always loved is, we have 3/10 of a second before the terrorists take the building. So something happens, you're triggered, and before you even know what you do, you said some shit, and afterwards you're like, oh man, why did I even say that? So it's good that you're able to actually see that happen. Then I think maybe the flip side of that coin is to recognize that, okay, I'm being triggered, and to keep your mouth shut, which might be swinging too far in the other direction. But in between the two is authenticity. It's not speaking or acting from some old wound that you haven't metabolized that is actually puppeting our behavior, but we're not even aware of it. And it's not acting from some holier than thou basic disowning of the fact that you're a person that has needs and should be respected. It's not that weak spot. It's the middle. Wait a minute. I need to speak for myself here. And you can do that. That doesn't I actually like the language that you chose to use, when to strike and not when not to strike. But it doesn't even need to be thought of as a strike. That's just speaking in truth from a calm, detached, rational place. And if you come from that, it tends not to be so sticky. And if you come from that, really from that authentic truth, it tends to be respected. Now, when we find a way to be authentic, it's scary, because radical authenticity risks total abandonment. Because if we show exactly how we are, then they might leave us. She might leave you, or whatever. That's the risk. The upside is, when you're radically authentic, you attract people who like you exactly as you are. So we don't need to wear any masks or facade or any of that shit. We just be ourselves. Wow, that's liberating.